make Kentucky Derby pie bars, and I want to share a little bit of what I learned while I made these for the first time. I did a shortbread crust and then the Derby pie filling on top of it. In a lot of recipes for Derby pies, pecan pies, you'll see that they use corn syrup, but I try to avoid corn syrup as much as I can. So I substituted maple syrup for the corn syrup. So if you see pecan pie recipes, you can substitute that corn syrup a lot of the time 1-to-1 ratio for maple syrup or agave or even honey. What I learned was it didn't want to thicken up as quick as like a corn syrup would. So next time I'm going to use a little bit of cornstarch in mine so I don't have to bake them as long, because I got a little afraid that it might burn. Even though I had to cook these longer, they are still delicious, y'all. Like, I'm going to have to hide these from myself so I don't keep eating them. Hope y'all enjoy the recipe, and don't be afraid to substitute things, but you just kind of have to kind of tweak it along the way. All right, y'all, we're going to start with the shortbread crust. This is my first time making a shortbread crust. I used 1 2/3 cup of all-purpose flour. I'm going to use my stand mixer to make this crust just so I can get everything together good. After I put in the flour, I'm going to do a 2/3 cup powdered sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 2/3 cup of butter. And make sure your butter is softened, y'all, or it won't work right. You're going to beat this mixture until it's nice and crumbly and the butter is thoroughly distributed. Take this over to your 9x13 pan, and y'all, I didn't put this on there, but I put a piece of aluminum foil down and greased it down real good. Your flour mixture into the pan and pat it down really good, y'all, for 15 to 20 minutes, and this is what it should look like on 350. Now let's get to making. While that's cooking in the oven, we're going to make our filling. Use butter, maple syrup, brown sugar, and you're going to mix it all good together until your sugar is melted. I want to be tasting that coarse sugar. The next part's very important. You're going to let it cool down completely, remove from heat, and then we're going to add in our eggs. Important to cool completely because you don't want to scramble your eggs, y'all. I add in 1 egg at a time, and I do 4 eggs at room temp. For me, my eggs stay at room temp because I collect mine from the front yard coop, y'all. So you whisk it in real good, then you're going to add in your vanilla, your salt. If you use maple syrup like me, then you're going to want to add your cornstarch in there. Now it's time to layer it all together, y'all. So first is the chocolate chips. I do about a heaping cup. Add your crushed pecans. I did 3 of the little bags from the store. But if you don't want as many pecans as me, don't use as much. Here comes the fun part, y'all. Adding our liquid mixture on top. Just evenly distribute it and try not to get it inside your aluminum foil. Now it's time to put them in the oven for 25 minutes. It's going to initially puff up and it's going to jiggle, y'all, but let it cool down. Remove it from the pan with the aluminum foil and then cut it into bars. This is my first time making these Kentucky pie bars, y'all. Like I said, I'll tweak here and there, but they were